Hey guys, we are back for another week of college football, and we've got two big games we're previewing for you today. I'm Alex McDaniel, along with Kevin Scarbinsky and Annice Deweese. Guys, first up, let's talk about the Egg Bowl. Ole Miss and Mississippi State in Oxford this weekend. Mississippi State has a lot to play for, and Ole Miss has a lot of bragging rights they want to get back. Annice, where do you think?
Yeah, so even though Ole Miss has lost 3 games this season, their defense still ranks number 1 in points allowed. But Mississippi State's defense isn't so bad either. They also have one of the top defenses in the country. So, it looks like Bo Wallace is going to get the start after the sprained ankle last week. But before that injury, he was probably having one of his worst performances of the season. And for Dak Prescott, he was able to get back on track last week after his 3 interceptions against Alabama. So I don't think he's in the Heisman running anymore, but he's still one of the top playmakers in the country. And so I do think that he is going to be able to pull Mississippi State through on this one. So I'm going Mississippi State 27-24.
27-24. Kevin, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, look, let's be honest. Auburn tore out Ole Miss's heart at the 1-yard line in Vaught-Hemingway Stadium. And then last week, Arkansas stomped that sucker flat. I mean, they are done. They're finished. They're over. Bo Wallace is not healthy. He's not great when he is healthy. And I know it's a rivalry game, and I know they're going to be motivated to try to play the best they can. They've got no shot in this game. Mississippi State's playing for a lot more to stay in that playoff hunt. Mississippi State wins this game, and they win it big, 35-10.
35-10, you're breaking my heart, Kevin. All right, well, let's get to the game everybody's talking about, the Iron Bowl. Now, Annice, where do you think this is going to fall? You think Alabama's got it?
Both of these teams were definitely looking ahead last week as they both had really slow starts. Auburn's coming into this game with really nothing to lose. They've had 3 losses, but it would make their season if they were able to spoil Alabama's chances of making it into the playoffs.
Sure.
So I do think that Gus Malzahn is going to be pulling all the tricks in this game. It also looks like they're going to be getting Duke Williams back, which is great for Auburn. And for Alabama, it looks like Amari Cooper is going to be well enough to play. He's had, the past 2 years, he's had some really good games against Auburn. This game is in Bryant-Denny Stadium, where Alabama has dominated. But this is the Iron Bowl, so I do think it is going to be close. But I'm going with Alabama 27-24.
All right, Kevin?
Let's see, where can we start? Lane Kiffin against Ellis Johnson, mismatch. J.K. Scott punting to Quan Bray, double mismatch. There are mismatches all over the field. Auburn has not led after the first quarter of a game since October 4th against LSU. Think about that. Slow starts week after week after week, and you start slow against Alabama in Bryant-Denny Stadium, guess what? You're not winning the game. Auburn is not winning this game. What happens to Auburn is, whatever they do against Georgia for the last 6 years, they do the same thing against Alabama. They got stomped by Georgia. They're going to get stomped by Alabama, 35-17.
Wow, we've got a lot of opinions today. Tell us what you think at AL.com, and we'll see you back here next week.